We are live. Number 5 is alive. Name the movie. Win 1 billion credits. Hello, my dear friends. I am here on the Davy Jones, headed towards a location where I plan to do wicked things. So we're going to do some colonization. First we're going to do a little exploration, and I'm going to explain why I look for what I look, because it seems that, you know, Mechan just comes out with videos and confuses more people than it actually helps. So I have the counter opposite view, that you need to do something simple, right? You need to do things simple. So I got a 7-minute wait to jump to the system. Where I want to go, I'm too far away. And I'll show you where I want to go. So I'm going to be going over here in this location. Hopefully I can colonize it right there. All these are places that I actually want to colonize. I want to build a bridge across over here. I only got to this point, so I'm probably going to do around here somewhere. I'm just going to check around to see what I want to colonize, and then after that I'll lay a mark or beacon, whatever you want to call it. So thank you for joining my stream. Thank you for watching this after the fact. Please subscribe, check the like button, leave a comment. Even if you leave a poop emoji, I will be happy. And check the notification bell. Smash it. Boom. Smash it. You can do it. You can do it. Press the button now. Click. There you go. Right. So, colonization. So as I'm doing stuff, I'll just explain. Right now, Mechan's still stuck on the old version, where the planet affects it has a lot more effect. Hey Jack, how you doing, buddy? Of course I am. Very much on time again. Nice. Most often I will be around this time. Sometimes I need to come home later because of meetings or whatever, so I will change the hour. But tonight I was like a little early, so I was happy about that. Got another 5 minutes to jump. So I want to make colonization simple, and Mechan seems to be hung up on the planet, whether it's ice, whether it's rocky, it doesn't matter anymore, because it used to matter before they did the last update with colonization. It will affect the local economy slightly. 5%, 10%, 15%, it doesn't matter. You're still going to get the things you need to get, okay? So he explains things according to the last way it used to be, but it's not that way anymore. That's what I've noticed. When I build something on the surface, I build something on the surface and it has no relevance, right? The local economy is the local economy. So I want to make this simple because, my God, I hate watching it because I feel like if I was a brand new student to Elite Dangerous, I'd want to quit the same day if I'm watching that video. And he's a hell of a nice guy, but he is highly analytical, highly analytical, and when he's explaining things, it's like I have to take notes like I'm listening to a professor at university, right? PhD. I'm the opposite. I like to just say simple things. Simple things. Okay, so here I am. Just 3 minutes to go. I gotta flip over a burrito. Give me 1 second. I'll be back in 10 seconds. Okay. So basically, 07 Old Virgin, 07. You can call me Old Dog, Old Virgin. So basically, what we're gonna do, let me just show you because we have 2 minutes. I can show you the system that the bare bones, they can't work most of it out for themselves. Commanders just needs the bare bones. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Still got a minute left. I want to show you. No, I'll show you after. Let's do the jump. The jump is more important. That's me. Call me Old Dog. See my glasses? Look at my white hair. I'm actually 23, but I'm married to a Chinese woman. I'm joking. I'm joking. I like to joke a lot about that. Alright, so we're going to do a nice carrier jump. One of my favorite scenes is a carrier jump. Why do I have one less person? Where's the other guy? Why is this guy wearing a helmet? Where's my other guy? Where's the co-pilot? Huh. I didn't fire him. Okay, that's strange. Now the helmet came off and this little young lady here is... She had a helmet on her head. That was definitely strange. My co-pilot is missing. Can you believe that? What happened to my co-pilot? See, she got the helmet again. You see the helmet? Now she got a helmet again. Let's see. Look down. She got a helmet on her head. Before she didn't have a helmet. Huh. And now I have no co-pilot. Some strange things in this carrier. What's going on? Very strange. Alright. So let's go to our ship. I'm just going to take another AFK for 10 seconds and then I will fly us out of here. And do some colonization. This guy is like, he looks comatose. He's got black eyes. Could he be a hybrid? Oh, goodness. He's waiting for the bar to open, but I closed the bar. These guys are having a very insightful conversation. Very insightful. Okay. So, colonization. Simply put, it all depends on where you put your first flag. Everything depends on that and what you build there. Okay, AFK for 1 second. All right. So I'm back. All right. Burrito away. So in this system, we take a look at this system because I flagged it. We have some pretty good locations. Where's the flag? It's right there. That's the primary location, right? And it's just above a ice world. Doesn't matter that it's an ice world. What can I build on it? Anything. It really is not going to affect it much. But what you build here, right, is very, very important. Now this has minimum of 3. That's what I look for, is a minimum of 3. Because I want 2 refineries on the surface, a medium or T2 city on the surface, and in orbit, a Coriolis. And then I can build something here like a high-tech or something. It's not important. Okay? So, this position is not as important as these on the planet. So that's my take. The first thing you should build is a refinery. There's nothing more important than that. Because the refinery is going to have everything you need. Everything you need. Okay? It's going to have everything, like for instance, I'm building a T3 in my primary system, right? So I'm here. I open it up. Let's open it up. Come on. Anytime now. So here's the T3. And notice how much I need here. What are the primary metals, things that you need? Aluminum, 38,000. Right? 38,000 aluminum. Okay, 38,000 aluminum, 47,000 CMM composites, copper, 2,600, liquid oxygen, 15, polymers, 21, steel, 54, titanium, 32. All these can be found where? Exactly. Right there, a refinery. At a refinery. So what you want to do is, like this will have, I didn't have 3 here, you know, but I didn't bother rebuilding or anything like that. But I do have them here. So on this surface, I build 5 and a 6. I build one large city, 2 refinery and 2 tech. Okay, so the first thing I built was this. Actually, the location was here. That's why I built Drax's militia. I built a militia port, or whatever you want to call it. And so after that, I built a refinery. Then I build a surface refinery so I can get CMM composites. Then I can build everything else. So that's my goal. Whenever I look for a system or whatever, I'm looking for at least a 3 where the flag is. So let's go and search out new life and new civilizations to boldly go where no man has gone before. Okay, so I got pretty good thing here. So let's go to this location and let me see how many jumps. 2 jumps. Let's go to that location and see if we can colonize the nearby system. Okay, and after that we're gonna take, actually I can send a fleet carrier over. We'll just go to the main system and start moving cargo. Navigation. And I want to go here. I'm going to send the fleet carrier ahead, and I'll just meet it there and start loading and unloading cargo. Did you pick up your cargo rack? Because I did not, and it's at 9:0578, and I'm gonna have to wait an hour and a half to get it or something like that. So make sure you get that cargo rack. Okay, so let's go to the location I chose. So you're gonna have to do some exploration in advance, right? Kind of pick out where you want to be, and then put the flag up, get that settlement. But you need at least a 3, so you can have at least 2 refineries on the surface. You want to build those refineries. That's going to give you majority, at least 80-90% of your materials are going to come from refinery. So anything else is insignificant. Extraction, agriculture. The second thing you need to build is high tech, because I just saw a post. Somebody online said, "Oh, we got 1,500 light years out. We need emergency power cells." Well, that's in a high tech station. Okay, so they're gonna sell emergency power cells. They're gonna sell microprocessors. Those things are not micro compressor. I don't know what micro something. You'll see. But they're very hard to find. So I had to actually, I told you yesterday, I had to travel 110 light years to actually find those things. Microcontrollers, that's it. Microcontrollers. Emergency power cells, the second one, that's a bitch. Muon imagers. If you're building an industrial or whatever port. Muon imager, that's another thing that's a bitch to find. Okay, am I here? Yes. So I already scanned the system. It's already done. And it's a stepping stone system to another. Okay, where's... is this mine? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so... the systems around is what I want to colonize, right? So I got a few things I can choose from here. I've already checked them out, scoped them out, see which one's good. So let's go to the port and see about what we're gonna do. Ricky's. If I'm gonna build a small settlement, it'll definitely be a military settlement. Shit. So I'm gonna build a military settlement. Hey, all that is Jay. What's up? How you doing, buddy? It's so simple. Colonization is not that difficult. You just have to remember that you're gonna need more materials for other things. You're not gonna just build this primary port. Always stick with a Coriolis. Don't go with a small one. If you can avoid it, just avoid it. Like I did a small one here, but I don't plan on doing much in the system, so I build a military hub and I'll build up the military and that's it. Move on. But on my primary port, right? Again, I wanted to avoid building a I can't delete the small one anymore, right? So I have to, once you go and have to build a Coriolis, the countdown begins. The first one costs 3, then the next one comes 5, then 7, then whatever. It keeps going up. The cost for construction points goes up. And then it cost me 12 large construction points to build Osceolas, the T3, which sucks. Because the next one's going to be what? 50. What's your end game? The hub where I showed you to have refinery, a high-tech port, and agriculture and extraction, which will be an asteroid base. Extraction, you're going to get, even though you don't need the ore, it'll have equipment that you can use for other locations, right? So if you want to build like Muon Nerriger, etc., you can double up economies, right? But I'm trying to separate them. My main purpose is to have a hub in that area, so then I could just springboard and do, because it's 2 jumps to go to that location with a fleet carrier. So if I don't have a place where I can get everything and I go back into the bubble, it's 2 jumps. So my end game is to have a hub in 3 locations. Okay, so I'm showing you the map because for some reason, not because of me, there is a group that's traveling this way, and there's a group that's traveling this way. But in between here, there's a billion stars that are not actually touched. So I'm building a bridge. So there'll be a hub on this end, a hub in the middle, and a hub on this end that you can go get stuff. Right now, on this side, there is stuff. There is a refinery base, but there's no high tech. So you then you have to go back here to I have to go here to go get what I need, or go somewhere else to go get what I need. Okay, so let's look at the starport. Okay, and look at our man contacts. Mr. That is a power contact? You kidding or what? System Matthew Walsh. Matthew Walsh. So let's take a look. So I've already scanned these that have the flags on them, right? So let's see this one. Let's take a look. This one has a 5. The flag is above a 4. Look at this. That is perfect. Look at that. The flag is above a 4. So on the surface, I can do some real good work, and I can build a Coriolis here. So actually, this is ideal, right? Configure primary port, starport, and I'm gonna go Coriolis. No truss. I don't like truss. I don't know why people build with truss, and claim it. Okay. That's an ideal location. And again, I need a place where I can get materials, right? So the more places I have, I don't have to take my Panther Clipper and do 11 jumps for nearest place to get materials. That's beautiful right there. That's really nice. Okay, so let's go to the system, claim it, and then I'll start construction on that at a later date, not now, because now I have a bigger project to do, and that's the T3. I won't get started on that. And FM Woody. In that location, if I have everything that someone needs to do colonization within that area, then they're going to come and use it. And that's the, you can't be just focused on one thing. Everyone can use that place. I have CMM composites on surface. I have a port in space that's offering materials. I'm sure people have come to that system and used it already. I'm sure. If I build a high-tech station, it'll have further things that people can use. Right? Like the ever so elusive emergency power cells and microcontrollers. Those are a pain in the ass to find. And you only need a few. So that's what I'm planning to do. You can buy them from a trader, but where I am, the closest one is 110 light years away. So I have to fly over there, get them, then come back. So it's towards the bubble, okay? And they don't always they're not always fully stocked. Sometimes they don't have them. So I have to go back into the bubble to get microcontrollers and emergency power cells. That's a pain in the ass. So it's just a matter of convenience. What's closest? So if you have everything in the system, you build a hub. And I'm talking about a hub. You're not necessarily, maybe you don't want to do that. You want to do a tourist, whatever, location. It doesn't matter. I'm building a hub so it can be used for further colonization. So I'll have 3 hubs in 3 locations. Alright. So this one's claimed. I love when that happens. And now I'm going to go to my lovely system. Where I sent the fleet care already. 3 jumps. Cool. So let's say in the future there'll be people moving to this area, and they're just not that many, just a few. And then they start colonizing. They don't have anywhere to get the materials. They're not going to go back. That's the biggest problem people have with colonization, that you have to go and haul with a carrier. But if there's stuff that they can go to within that local area, they're not going to have that problem. And most of these guys that are moving towards Colonia, they've kind of moved on. They keep going. So they're done with this area. They keep going. They're moving on. You don't like the noob hammers? What's a noob hammer? What is that? Noob hammers? Okay. The truss. No, dude, I don't. Somehow, someway, I always get hit by them. I try to avoid them, and I'm not a noob, right? I go around it. I try to. I just keep hitting the damn things. I hate that. So try to avoid a T1. Always build a T2 as your first. It's not going to count towards that number, so that you could still build a Coriolis or a Osceolis afterwards, and it'll require the minimal amount of points. But I made a mistake when I started the system, because I started a while ago. So now I understand what to do. I deleted a few things and restarted with other things. So this is my first hub. The second one will be on the other side at Nova Aquila 3, which is a neutron star. And then there'll be one in the middle. So I'll have 3 hubs where you can go get high tech, refinery, and because of where I'm putting it, I usually get, food cartridges and fruits and vegetables. It's not like I want that, but it just shows up in the market. It's not something I planned on having. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Where's my fleet carrier? There she is. Go get my Panther Clipper. Now, I haven't transferred the cargo rack. I think it'll be an hour before it gets here. But if you guys are still around watching me doing this, then great. Zorgon Peterson has confirmed that the Panther Clipper has entered full production, with deliveries now commencing to shipyards across the core systems. That is great news, man. That is great news, Jack. That's fantastic news. I can actually outfit one, put it in the on the squadron carrier, and just leave it there for people to use, or 2. Put it there for people to use. That's great news. Fantastic. So that means they're coming with a new ship. They're going to be coming with a new ship soon. Oh God, let it be the Anaconda Mach 2. Let it be the Anaconda Mach 2. Really? That is very, very good news. That's awesome news. I guess I should be on top of these things, right? Since I'm streaming all the time, but I don't bother with news. 8 o'clock. I get my news from Galnet. There's actually a few reasons why a truss on the station makes life a simple easier for the station. Structural support, maintenance, access, retrofitting. I see. That's wonderful. But it's a hazardous. It's a hazard. It's a hazard to someone who uses auto dock like me. How many times I got whacked with those things? Oh man. One time I got caught on it. I just caught on the truss. The truss was moving my ship along. You have structural damage. Eject. Eject. The station killed me. Mommy, the station killed me. Alright. So I built the tank. And I'm actually gonna post it tomorrow. I have to do some video editing because I'm coughing too much. I have to delete those parts. But I built the tank. Let's see. Hold on a second. Let me see. How long is that cargo rack gonna take to bring over here? Pre-engineered. 1 hour, 10 minutes. Why not? Let's do it now. Transfer. 32. It went to 43, right? 11. Plus 11. Yeah, plus 11. Well, that's really nice. That makes a big difference when you're hauling a lot, so. I'm still working on the Imperial Hammer. I left it at Shinrada. But this one I built. You guys will see it in the video. It's really badass. It has a shield of... What's the shield on it? Let me just show you guys the shield. The shield is 2,309. Actually, it's higher for blast. It's like almost 5,000. Kinetic 63%. Explosive 63. Thermal 27. So no caustic resistance though. It's pretty badass. We'll see what happens if I get to use it. I'm gonna try to use it tomorrow. I'm gonna do some, or is it Saturday? One of the days. I want to do some conflict zones, like power play conflict zones. I love conflict conflict zone power plays. The T8? No, it's not, dude. It's look, the Panther Clipper is fantastic if you can land on large ports, but I wanted to get the microcontrollers. I had to take the T8 because it was a small port, and so you're still going to be able to use it. You can't use it everywhere. Okay, so I got this one. Let me see, is this the one? 1298. Okay, so let's do some hauling. Just a little bit. No. There is a size difference. The smaller ones will have, and most everyone around here is built small T1s. It's hard to find a T3. So you end up going to, with the things that you need, you end up going to a small port. So you need a small T8. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with a T6 or 7. They have those in the games. I'm going to build them and outfit them and find a purpose for them, but I don't see a purpose. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, it's a medium size, exactly. So you basically, you still need the T8. I had to find emergency power cells and microcontrollers. I had to go out my T8. So, okay, welcome to Dragster Smelting Works. Oh man, she's slow. I gotta land it myself. One of my favorite part of gameplay in this game is colonization. The new T11 has made mining a second favorite. I was doing colonization like crazy just before the community goal. I claimed 8 systems. Was it 8 or 7? 8 or 7? 7 systems. And 3 of those were Coriolises. And I had to build them, and I had like a week left. And I don't find this boring. I'm sorry, but it's not. Ogre B, 07 Commander. So the first thing I'm going to actually do is get... let's see. So you see it has everything. It has liquid oxygen. I got food cartridges, fruits and vegetables, insulating membranes, polymers, semiconductors, superconductors. Okay, aluminum, copper. All the big ones are here. Steel, titanium. Let's go with steel. I need 19,000. Okay. So I got one orbital, and the second one is, where is it? Settlements and stations. Right there. Dragster Technica. Oh my goodness, that's great news, man. Thank you, Jack, for telling us this. So you can buy the Panther Clipper retail now. Full production. That's nice, man. That means they're gonna have another ship coming soon. Ooh, this is exciting. What could it be? What could it be? Could it be an Anaconda Mach 2? So basically this station has strong links and weak links, right? So let's take a look. Weak links affect the station a little bit. Strong links are from the surface. So I have refinery 2 strong links. High tech I have 8 weak links, but it doesn't give me any microcontrollers or emergency power cells. Agriculture 5, whatever. So I got some weaklings, but it doesn't really affect it as much as the 2 stronglings. Okay? So, demolish facility. I don't want to press that button. I would love to see an Anaconda Mach 2. So I don't have to take my fleet carrier, I just fly back and forth and load up. Even the CMM composites, they're on the surface at Dragster's Forge. So I can pick them up at the forge, fly over here and dump them. Okay, so that everything, the majority of the metals, the majority of things I need are here. And the rest of them are in probably 2 trips in a clipper. Not even 2,000 something. It's not even that much. So that's why I wanted to build. That's why I say the first primary thing. Jesus, I'm connecting again. OBS and YouTube are having tug of war. Okay. That's another thing. They said they fixed the way you land. They said they fixed that, but you're still hitting the lights and the scaffolding and all that. You're still hitting it with the Panther Clipper. Okay. All right. So I have to kind of guide the ship to the middle here, and then I go and land, because otherwise it's going to hit the sides. Not yet, Ogreby, unfortunately. Now we're addicted to community goals and cargo racks. I don't want to pat myself on the back, but a year and a half ago I did email them and say, why don't you guys do engineered cargo racks? So I'm sure other people suggested the same thing, but I'm glad they have them. It's a good thing. Alright, so we're gonna dump the steel, right? Transfer all. Yeah, I'm not too keen on that. Why does it say 53 here at the station? Said 19. Oh, because that's gonna be the port that I just claimed. They don't have this yet. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, that's a good thing. I'm not too keen on the Halloween thing. I already got the suit, mask, and all that. But how many days you gonna wear a pumpkin head? And then the skins are for Python and the Asp Explorer, for God's sakes. Oh, really? Well, that's good to know. But I got better skins for the Python and Asp Explorer. I think cheats? Yeah. I haven't I mean, initially I sold all my ships. Pazuzu, hello, good morning, or good evening if you're in a different part of the world. How are you? So, when all these ships were coming out, I decided to delete all the old ships. Now I'm rebuilding them, re-outfitting them, engineering them. You know, so far, I really, I still hold true. The Adder is one of it's one of my favorites because I can land on a planet. It's small, very easy to land. It has some weapons. The range is there. I do love the Adder. Yeah, did you like I love the brass, man. It made it look like an Academy Award or something. It was beautiful. It's just gorgeous. And I had to add the ship kit. You know, I had to have that there. I think it's hot. Doesn't look like a grungy little eagle that the system security vessels are made of. I really like it. But I think I'm gonna actually put a yeah, it did heat up. That's the problem with the SEO. It heats up very fast, and you don't have actually you don't have the heat sinks. They're going fast, so you're gonna have to kind of like jump like a rabbit, you know. Use the FCO, turn it off. Use the SEO, turn it off. Kind of like that, because it overheats very, very fast. But I am gonna add a fuel tank, extending the range. So this way I can jump 3. I can do 3 jumps at current range. That'd probably be a good addition. I did that. I think I did that to the Adder or the Hauler. No, I did that to the. What did I do that to? Somebody. Anyway, I gave it more distance. Gotta have a little bit more distance. Yeah, so it does have some pretty good hull and shield. So I thought ramming speed. Just ram into stuff. I gotta use that. I gotta see if that actually works. If I can ram into things. Okay, so I'm picking up commodity here at, let's see, what's the overall cost of the steel? I'm spending 5,429. So let's see what my profit is per trip. I think it was 65. So about $1 million per trip for the steel. You get a lot more from titanium. Oh, you know what's killer? The pack hound missiles, man. I took the Python out the other day. I forgot how good they were. So I took out the shields with the pulse lasers, and I just rammed the pack hound missiles into that other ship just when I was doing the power play. That was awesome. I forgot how good they were. Really, really nice. Yeah, pack-hound missiles are pretty decent, and the actual spread is pretty wide, so you can't miss the other ship. There's some good weapons in the game. The pacifiers are great, but it's mostly for short range. You have to be close up and personal. See the white of their eyes. So I thought I'd get started again on colonization, but I'm not going to do what I did last time. I think I was 6 systems that I claimed. 3 of which were Coriolises. I did get help from Tortoise, so thank you, Tortoise. I didn't need to. I think I had like 45 minutes left. I could have done it. Actually, I went to the last minute. I have a habit of doing that sometimes. You know, I've never built a T6 or the other ones. This will be brand new to see what I'm going to do with the thing. Because honestly, I think it only has like 40, 50 cargo hold. It's not that big. So I don't know what you can use it for. Maybe missions. You know. And it looks like one of those cough drops. It's like rectangular. Another ships that I haven't really the other ships I haven't really used have been yeah, I could do rare goods trading, that's true. Other ships I haven't used are the Alliance ones. Chieftain, all the other ones. I haven't really used those because it has something that I really hate, and that's the fighter bay. Yes, the wretched fighter bay. Python I used a lot. Anaconda I used a lot. Clipper, Cutter I used a lot. Actually love the Clipper. Too bad it's a large. It should be a medium ship. I don't know why they made a large ship. I really love the Clipper. For a large ship, it only has, I think, 4. Is it 4 hard points? It should have 6 at least. 2 on the fuselage, 4 on the nacelles. I like fighters, but I'm not always fighting, Ogre. I haven't really been in combat much lately, because we've been doing colonization like crazy, right? So I did like the way, I want to be honest, I did like the way the Eagle looked. That brass, it just looked fantastic. It made it look beautiful. Really, really nice. The Imperial Eagle, may do the same thing. Yeah. Well, you know, you can set your ship on autopilot or have the NPC ride it while you're off in the fighter. Exactly. 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 So let's see what I'm selling for. 65.35. So I'm getting about a million one for transport. That's not bad per trip. So that's 2 million already. So every trip is about a million, which is very nice. I mean, when I do rest sites and I go AFK, sometimes I don't go AFK and I just take the fighter out. I'll have 2 fighter bays, one for the NPC, one for me, and put the and it's my Federal Corvette. So I put that on autopilot and then take the two fighter bays go out and we just kick butt. It really is really nice. I like it. That I like. But I think the salary system has to be changed. He shouldn't get paid for things he's not doing. He should get paid for things he does do. Not just he's in the crew lounge having a cup of coffee and he just made 100 million because I made 100 million off of trades. So there should be some kind of fairness to that. If he doesn't work, he shouldn't get paid. Kind of like commission basis, not salary basis. He's getting percentage of everything I make. So I go out and do Thargoids and I get $1 billion. I gotta give the guy, what is it, 15%? 150 million? For doing what? He didn't do anything with the Thargoids. I did everything. So that kind of pisses me off about NPC fighters and fighter bays and all that. So I tend to stay away from that. This way I'm not bothered. Don't bother with it. Okay. The planet has 2 refineries on it. This Dragster Smelting Works has a major connection with those 2. It's getting majority of the metals and stuff from that. I also have another refinery, another location on the surface, which gives me CMM composites, ceramic composites, and all the other goodies. Except I don't get the one wicked thing is the microcontrollers. I don't get those. Man, it pisses me off. When I did 2 high-tech settlements on the surface, but they just don't give me microcontrollers. It's like a itch you can't scratch. So I can find everything around here or outside except for the microcontrollers. I have to go somewhere else, hundreds of light years away. Or emergency power cells. Yeah, like they don't do anything else, Ogre B, right? So they're sitting in the lounge on the ship drinking coffee with their feet up while you're trying to take out Thargoids. And they get paid for that. So they should get paid for what they actually do. So if they're using the fighter and they're out working, they should get paid. But not just to have the guy. You know, oh, he's there. He just gets... I mean, one guy got $1 billion. I gave him $1 billion. No, I had the Chieftain. It's not that I didn't try. I had the Chieftain. Just deleted it. Didn't play much. I deleted it. So, I did do the Chieftain. I tried it as a Thargoid ship. But I like the Crate Mach 2 better for fighting Thargoids. And then when the Python Mach 2 came along, I used that. That's a good fighting ship for Thargoids. Okay, so the T-11 just came out, so that means very shortly we should get another ship. Just before Christmas, maybe. Beginning of December or late November. Okay. I mean, there's so many ships to choose from, Pazuzu. Seriously. How many ships are in the game? That's more than 40 right now. So, there's so many ships to choose from. One of my personal favorites was the Vulture. Was the Vulture? Is that what it's called? The Vulture? Wait a minute. Purchase ships. Let me see. One of my favorite ships is this one. Yeah, the Vulture. I even have kits. I made it look like Space Ghost ship. Right? I love the Vulture. Yeah, man. Good for you. I'm glad you're back. It's good to have you back. Good to have people back. They're gonna do a lot more with this game. I really do think that the next mod they're gonna put out, the next update will be exploration, but it'll be Elite Dangerous at Horizon exploration, not I'm a 50-50 on it. I think they gave us the distance 750 meters for the ground, so people won't start bitching and saying, "Oh, look, in space I can do 750. Why can't I do that in surface?" You know, people get on the message boards and start bitching like old women. So, but I really do think it's going to be space exploration slash like you're going to have to mine with the T-11 and pick up the chunks somehow. Maybe that's why they have a fighter bay, because I see no other use for it. And I said this before, I think it's going to be a specialized ship that they're going to come out with that you can put in the fighter bay, that you can only buy with arcs. Oh God. So I think it'll be a power play kind of thing too, because they have all the power play factions around that one system that's permit locked, whatever it's called. So I think it'll be a power play thing, that maybe we can collect the module, we can collect something from power play by doing something. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I just hope I'm surprised, you know. Like I was incredibly surprised to see 6s and 5 pre-engineered cargo racks. I was like, whoa, nice. I was so surprised. That was the best ever. That and the Panther Clipper. Where am I going? Jesus. Oh no, I loaded up already. I need to go here, right? So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I love pre-engineered cargo racks. It doesn't have, it's just a little bit extra that you get for storage. That you get for cargo. It makes all the difference when you're doing 100 so trips. That extra 11 is 1,000. So it makes up. It really does. And I was very much surprised with the T11. That was a winner. It was. I was very critical because of the fighter bay. I'm not gonna curse now. I was very critical because of that. But after outfitting it, going out in it, doing some mining in it, I would love to get the MVR and the Universal Control Olympic control the Olympic controller, and put that on a ship like this. I'll be mining every day, because it's at least 1,000 tons that you can mine. 1,000 tons. You know, after you add the FSD booster and the shield or whatever, if you're gonna travel with that tonnage, right? But it's 1,000 tons. At least 1,000 tons. I think they'll have it available. They'll do a community goal. And I want to tell you this. I'm thinking like corporate, right? I think they'll do a community goal sometime in maybe March or something like that, where you have to buy arcs or something. So they'll get 50,000 people to play. So they can look on the balance sheet and say, wow, there's 70,000 people now. So they have to show how many people play, how many hours are played. All right. So just as a point, if you have a Panther Clipper, and you want to make money, that's 1.1 million per trip that I'm making right now. That doesn't mean you go and do mine. You can do any one there is. You can do somebody else's. But if it's within a certain location, right? That's 1.1 million you're making a trip. So that's some good money. You do 20 times 20 million, right? You needed 20 million, you got it. But you get more for titanium. Titanium actually pays more. I think it's 1.8 they make off of titanium. yeah, so there's plenty of money to be made in this game, so that's why I'm not too hung up on cash. When a guy joined our group the other day, oh Jesus, just came down. When did I disconnect? Oh, I'm back. When the guy joined the other day, and he said he 40 hours he did 20 million. Wow, man. If he did 40 hours just colonization, he'd make more than 20 million. Make about 5 an hour. Be about 200 million. Yeah, I think YouTube and OBS just fighting each other right now. They're just kicking each other's butts. I'm dropping frames. Sorry for the connections. Not my fault. I'm always having problems with these two softwares. The big thing now is power play merits. And the other day we did, you saw we did what, 25? Was it 25? 25,000 power play points in a couple hours from doing some core mining and surface mining. The system I was in was completely, I think it was completely surface mined to death. So I'm gonna probably present the new Corsair tomorrow. It's a complete tank. Moriarty, how you doing, buddy? So it's a tank. It's an actual tank. I saw the numbers on Coriolis. It's got like 5,000 points for like I can do hull damage. I can actually just ram things with the damn thing, and I won't take any damage. You guys are gonna flip out to see how many Guardian Shield reinforcements I put in there. It's just craziness. Oh my god. And shield boosters. Good for you, buddy. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. Good. It's accomplishment because you'll be able to use those when the Thargoids come back, and they'll have bigger and better ships, bigger and better Titans. Corvus, dude, I heard your music, man. You were into the punk scene in the 80s, right? You had to have been, because that music it's kick ass. It's really kick ass. And I'm surprised because your age, you're older than me, and you're into that kind of music, man. That's some good music. I really liked it. I enjoyed it. What'd you say, Jack? Let's see. Early on, I made good credits hauling for Pilot Trade Network. Pay good monies to get commanders to do their FC purchases. Right. Exactly. So I left yesterday's tune where he was. I don't know. I might do a little bit more Raxla finding. I'm in the general area. The only thing I can think of is they did move it. But then I didn't think about the X'd out systems. You know, you're not going to colonize or even look at the X'd out system, so I might do those because there are only a few in that area, and that's kind of the general area that I think it was in. But that was on Horizon. This is Odyssey, so I don't know if they moved it. Mostly Frank Zappa and Punk Scene was great. Talking Heads, Oingo Boingo. Oingo Boingo, yeah, I remember them. Dude, you're a thrasher, man. That was some good stuff. I actually enjoyed it. It was really, really good. It was good stuff. Okay, so I gotta go out to the... Good stuff. They still have a kind of a... They still have a trade network or something like that in the... in Discord. That you can get people to do hauling for, but you're making $1 million a pop. I don't know why you would pay anybody anything extra to haul for you. Like right now, I'm making $1 million for just hauling steel. If I do that 40 times, that's 40 million, 44 million, right? So you're still making money off the deal. I think it's a little bit selfish to pay somebody extra money. Like there are some really high commissions, like 200-300% or something like that you have to pay somebody. So it's like to build a Coriolis will cost me $1 billion probably. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it myself. Why would I do that? Because the guy's making money off of it anyway, so... Anyway. Yeah, exobiology kicks ass. Yeah, 70s were cool, Corvus. Sex Pistols, Black Flag, Misfits, Corrosion Conformity. There's some really good bands coming out of that punk era, punk scene. Metallica was born out of that. You know, their earlier stuff was a lot more punk than heavy metal. Yeah, that's true, Jack. Yeah, so you gotta pay him like a huge commission to like help you out. I mean, if you got the cash, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I did, dude. I did. But everything is a first discovery if you're on the new account, by the way. But I think I only had 2 first discoveries. A lot of first footfalls, right? That's not really that important to me. Does to put your name out there, I don't really care. I like to do this to see the... I mean, they got some wicked looking plants, like metallic looking, and I have one and no clue how to manage. I haven't been further than 500 light years. Yeah, I love the black. They got the was it November they're going out again? Like in group? They're going out Outer Worlds or some shit like that. I don't know what it's called. That people are going out together, exploring. I'd like to actually go to and do a loop around the galaxy. Go to Bernard's, not Bernard's. Go to Beagle Point and then come back around. But that'll take me a year probably. Okay. Getting there. Slowly but surely. Not gonna do this all day though. Yeah, Pazoos, you gotta hear Distant Worlds, right, that's it. Yeah, they have that going on. But I don't know if I don't like to travel in groups, right? Like you can do like the group travel thing. Yeah, this is gonna be like the same thing. What if you can't make it one day and then they take off and they're 500 light years away? So now you gotta chase them, you know? Oh no, where are they? They're gone. What am I gonna go? What am I gonna do now? I'm stuck. So never did like group tourism. Distant Worlds 3, yeah. You're gonna have to do it on an account that like you barely use because they're gonna have a community goal or some shit, and then you're gonna miss out on it because you're out in the black somewhere in the abyss somewhere. I probably would do this in world with a fleet carrier because I don't want to be left behind. So if like they end up being 500 light years out, you know, then oh shit, I'm by myself now in the middle of nowhere. Did the Mercury 7 group exploration trip and it was freaking blast. All the commanders were so helpful and kind. I was new back then. Yeah, everybody's pretty nice in this game, man. Most everybody that's not nice are usually in open trying to kill each other over, try to gank people. Space madness. What is it, Igor? What is it, Master? Igor, I have space madness. Come closer. Eat these bugs. Tell me how they taste. Yes, Master. Space madness. Yeah, I see that. I know that you're gonna fall behind. If I go on that, I'll definitely fall behind. Cause then you have to keep on playing that, cause there's nothing else you're gonna play. So it has to be on an alt account. And I gotta have a fleet carrier. So I don't know where are they going? Does anybody know where they're going? Like, what's their destination? What's their goal? Yeah. I'd have to be in a fleet carrier. because you're gonna have the ship is gonna jump a lot, do a lot of you know, planetary landings. You're gonna do damage. You tell me where and I'll meet you there. They're gonna have a community. They're gonna have something with exploration coming up now. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. But they're going on November, right? I think the Distant World 3 is November. Let's see. Let's type it out and see. When is the due date? When is Distant World 3?
Touchdown confirmed. Commence system shutdown. Report to station services for more information, Commander.
Okay, so Distant World 3, they're working on January. Oh, it's January. And launch of for the main expedition. And they March 30th. Sign up expedition begins May 2025. Yeah, it says January 2026. But where are they going? Shoulder of Orion? No, they crossed it out. It doesn't say where they're going. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. I've seen attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I've seen sea beams glisten off the 10 hours the gate. All these things and more will be lost like tears in the rain. All these moments will be lost like tears in rain. That's an awesome script, man. We can't take our own FCs. Well, there's one way to get out of it, is the escape pod method. So you just jump out, you'll end up back in wherever location you actually decide to go. But you'll lose all your data. Oh my god. So, Dragster has Spade's madness. He's going for the escape pod. Stop him, stop him. Yeah.
Ship released. You are clear to leave.
So they're planning to take but you can't stop people from not taking their fleet carriers. I mean, you can always trail your fleet carrier behind the group. You don't have to be in the group. You can tell your fleet carrier, go there. Which orbital station is refinery? That would be the one that says refinery. Smelting works. Dragster smelting works. That's the refinery. This one I'm going to is Dragster Technica, so it'll be a high-tech station. Hopefully I get microcontrollers and emergency escape pods from here. Emergency power cells. Ah, shit, what am I doing? Too bad she won't live. But then again, who does? That was a great movie. Some great lines out of that movie. More human than human. That was one of Rob Zombie's, one of the songs, More Human Than Human. More human than human. What you referring to? Oh, okay, no. Oh, that is J. You don't build a refinery station. It doesn't work like that. It's affected by the refinery on the surface. So you have to build refinery on surfaces. Okay, the station itself has to be like a Coriolis. Yeah, don't build that. You don't want to do that. You want to build a Coriolis, a T2. At least a T2 is manageable. You can build them by yourself. T3 is painful. Like pulling teeth. See, let me show you. As soon as I stop, I'll show you what I mean. I think I can do it. Yeah, refinery is the economy. So you have to build, and I'll show you in a second. Just let me stop, land, and I'll show you what I mean. Sometimes there's pirates, but this system has so much security that there's not going to be any pirates. Okay. Okay. Exactly. So you build a T2 orbital around the planet, and on the planet you build refineries. Those refineries will fuel the orbital Coriolis, and it'll change the economy of the refinery. Okay? Okay, I'm landing so I can show you now. Navigation. Like, for instance... Oh, yeah, okay, here's the... Let me go... Here's the planet. That's Dragster Smelting Works. It was just a regular Coriolis. On the surface, I built 2 refineries. Peel installation. This is a refinery. Let me see if I rename it, it'll show you refinery. No, it doesn't show you. Okay, so this is a refinery and this is a refinery, right? Both installation, backland installation and peel installation. So these 2 installations are fueling this smelting works. So this smelting works, the economy now is refinery. Okay, so you see on the surface I have 2 strong links. And that's what's giving the market, the refinery market. That's what changed this to refinery. On this one, okay, on this planet, on the surface, the kind of the same thing. I built a city called Dragster's Forge. And again, I got 2 refineries, but I have... Why is it 1 high-tech? I need to have 2 high-tech. So I got 2 refineries, 1 high-tech, 1 industrial, affecting their strong links. Because it's a T3, so I can have multiple markets. Okay? So I have these 2 refineries that I built first, and then I built the city. The Chertok Refinery and this one called Monroe Refinery. Okay? Just be warned in advance. Those require large construction points, these green ones. Okay? So what you do is you take a planet like, let's see, let's find one. Let's say like this one, 202. Okay? And you build 2 refineries here. Okay, and then you build a refinery in space. It should be 3. The 03 would be better. Okay, like this one. This one's I'm gonna make a extraction site. I'm gonna build an ice station. Ice station Zebra is gonna be right here. So you need like at least a 3, okay, and then you got yourself 2 refineries and 1 station. Okay. It will show, if you click demolish, it will show you the type. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that they're refineries. Okay. So you find yourself a 03, and that's the ideal planet. It doesn't matter if it's ice, rock, whatever. It could be anywhere. It doesn't really matter anymore. It used to. The planet used to affect the construction a lot, but now it doesn't. But the Coriolis doesn't have an economy until you give it an economy. So whatever you're going to build on the surface will affect the Coriolis. These 2 here are industrial. Okay? These 2 here are industrial, so this is going to be an industrial Coriolis, so it's industrial port. So I'll have refinery, industrial, refinery, and this one will be high tech. Okay. Extraction will be here. This one will be extraction, and I have agriculture somewhere else, like down here. I have agriculture down here. Not that you need agriculture, because you only need like water or something. Okay, so that's the lesson in that. Where am I at? So this will be a full-fledged hub. It will have everything. So basically, the Coriolis, only the smaller T1s will have some kind of economy. So if you start commercial, it'll stay commercial. Okay? But the larger ones like Coriolis and Osceolus, the T3 and T2, they're going to be affected by the economies that you build around it. So for instance, if you build refinery, the Coriolis will become a refinery. If you build tech, it'll become tech. If you build extraction, it'll become extraction. Okay, so it's affected by the economy around it. The smaller ones will have their own independent economy. Like for instance, the primary port that I built was military. So it started off with a military economy. Okay. Anyway, any questions? Just let us know. I'm here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, check this out, dude. Corvus, did you see this? Hold on a second. Dude. Look what it says. On March 30th, we'll begin an ambition plan to daisy chain outposts towards the Orion Nebula complex. Huh. Well, that's pretty ambitious, dude. That's pretty far out. That's very far. Yeah, dude. Just there's other people smarter than me in this group, so. But when you get the primary done, if you saw earlier, I claimed the system and I placed a Coriolis on the primary location. And then I'll probably build the first thing I'll build on the surface will be refineries, because I want the metals. You saw how much material you need to build a port, right? A majority of it is the stuff you're gonna find in a refinery. So you need a refinery. You can't go. It's just the best thing to do is to build a refinery first. Are you in the group that went out to Lagoon Nebula? I don't know. Are you in that first group that went to Snake and then moved on Ogreby? They're way out there. Did you go to Lagoon Nebula already? Everybody's going to a nebula, man. They're hung up on nebula. They like nebulas. Why? I'm gonna have to go get a nebula too. Cat Paws Nebula. There we go. I'm gonna ask FDev to name the nebula the Mumu Nebula. That's my cat's name. The Mumu Nebula. Please name this nebula the Mumu Nebula. Oh, you're in the Discord? You're in that group, the first initial group. Yeah, they went past Snake and they moved on. How many systems did they have already? About 1,000 or more? Man, they just. Hey Daniel, how you doing, buddy? They seriously, the Dukes of what is it? The Dukes of what? What are they called? What's the faction? The Dukes of Mechan. The Dukes of Mechan. These guys should be a major faction. They got more than 1,000 systems. The Dukes of Mechan. Nice backdrops. Yeah, I guess. But the fear is all that is Jay is Thargoids love nebulas. So guess hello, we're back. Boom. They're all in every nebula that you guys ever built. They're all there. In every single one of them. Hi, we're back. Oh yeah. The Thargoids are back. Where are they? In every nebula. God. Yeah, I'm curious to see how far everyone got. I know 1,500 light. The closest was 1,500. I mean, it's farthest that I know. 1,500 light years away. That's pretty far out, man. Why they go to Lagoon? Lagoon Nebula. Did they have like did they have a reason they picked that one? They daisy chained all the way to Lagoon. That's pretty far. Now these guys want to go to Orion Nebula Complex. Where is that, by the way? I'm curious. Where's the Orion Nebula Complex? Orion Nebula Complex. It sounds ominous. Okay, it's California. Elephant's Trunk Nebula. Barnard's Loop. What's this? Seagull. Monkey Head. I want to go there. I want to go to Monkey Head. Let's see. I don't see where's Orion's Nebula Complex. Let's see. Orion Nebula. Okay, let's find it. Well, I have bad news for the group. I already see somebody's out here. I saw a dot. Oh shoot, look at all this. Holy moly. Wait a minute. I already saw Look at this. There is something out here already. There are people out here. Mitchell. Jeez, look at this. And they're already... I don't know about them, but... I'm thinking about doing it for myself. The hell with them. March 30th, it'll be already full. Look at that. Look at all those systems. They're all tightly packed together. That's beautiful. Look at that. Ooh. Somebody's already out here. What is this? Previously established. PMD 20948. It's 1800 light years away. But I saw people close by. Right there. There's already people heading out there. This guy. Running Man sector. He's pretty close. He's very close. Oh, he's going to Running Man Nebula. And Orion's right next to it. Huh. He's very close. So I don't know about that group, but by the time they get out here, it'll already be populated. They've already daisy chained it. Yeah, look at all this over here. This is all full here. Well, I don't know about you guys, but this looks very tasty. I wonder if it doesn't look like there's any systems close by. It looks like he got himself in a corner, but wait a minute. You got this one. You got this one. They've already passed by. They're already ahead. Huh. Yeah, to go to Orion Nebula, you gotta start somewhere right here. And kind of go down. Wait a minute. Invalid system. What is this? Ooh, X'd out system. Don't colonize here. Look at all this. Jeez. Wow. Huh. Okay. There's the wish head. Very nice. Okay. That's very interesting. I'm excited for people. But I don't know. Would I want to claim something that far away? This craziness. You could have to do like, but I have 8 carriers. I know 7 carriers. I can do those trips. I can do those trips. I have 7 carriers. Oh yeah. I'm getting the itch. I'm getting the itch. Does anyone want to go colonize Orion? Yeah, it's an exclusion zone from the devs. What do you mean it's an exclusion zone from the devs? So it won't let you plot a route to at all. So you can't actually go there? You can't actually go to the Orion? Well, that sucks. Were they saving it for the... They're saving for the distant worlds? Oh, that would suck. In-game map is probably just refusing to calculate. Try Spansh. I'm sure you can, dude. I'm sure you can. You gotta go to that system that somebody already built and see if you can daisy chain from there. I do have 7 fleet carriers though. I can load up a ton of materials. Build a hub. And then take over. Complete conquest.
Access to this station is by authorization only. Leave this area at once.
Would I get stuck? Laying away. I don't think the Thargoids are from there, Daniel. The Thargoids are from outside the galaxy. They're supposed to be from like intergalaxy thing. At least that's what I know about Thargoids. Well, we'll find out. These guys want to go distant world, whatever they're doing. Yeah, distant world 3. They want to go there and colonize. So maybe FDev is saving it for them. I mean, there's plenty of nebulas. You don't have to go there. There's plenty of nebulas you can go to. Plenty of nebulas. I actually got a plot of about 13 billion in exobiology. Yeah, going out to Cat Paws. It's about 5,200 light years out. And I'm gonna Cat Paw Nebula. So I'm gonna go there and then fleet carrier back, so I can get the engineering done. But now you've made me curious. I want to see if I can actually go out and travel there. Go and like explore the nebula. Oh God. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That'd be nice to go there. Maybe I'll go that direction instead of to Cat Paws. But I figured Cat Paws there'd be a lot less people doing scanning and stuff. But who knows? Right now, everything around the bubble up to about 5,000 light years have been scanned and cataloged already. Who knows? Uh-oh. I'm gonna hit the damn scaffoldings. Okay. Yeah, it says distant. They want to go there. They said we're gonna go there. So they want to go to the location in March. So maybe FDev is holding on to it. Wait, May, June, July, August, October, November, December, January 2030. That's when expedition begins. On March 30th. Or was it this year that they did that? But they couldn't get there. Yeah, but this wasn't out this year. I don't know. Doesn't matter to me. Sidewinder, hauler, adder. Are you nuts? Where are they going? Okay. Yeah, I don't know where they're going. Doesn't matter to me. You make your own route. You make your own way. Like I said, I don't like to go and do group travels. Never got a group ticket. Right? Never did that. Don't like to go with people. Because then you always get left behind. It's like, oh, I want to go see this. No, let's keep going. No. But I want to go there. No, you can't go there. Okay. Okay. I guess we'll keep going. Okay. Let's go. I'm trying to find out if they already tried to go there or they're going there this March. Like, it doesn't say. No, I think they're gonna go in March. So the expedition starts in January, and in March they're gonna go and try the daisy chain out there. I should make my own expedition. Come join me. The realms of darkness. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta do that 5,000 trip too on my new account. I gotta do 5,000 trip on many accounts, but I want to build that up a little bit with engineering. I started with that, and I did pretty good. I'm up to almost 2 billion, and I got a fully engineered Mandalay. Pretty good jump range. Yeah, so though it's exciting, I know I'll get bored because I gotta follow people. I gotta follow people around. It's not X'd out, Daniel. It doesn't look like it's. It looks like it's. You can jump to it, and there are already existing settlements there. So why couldn't you jump to that settlement?
Prepared a landing pad for your arrival, Commander. Welcome to our station.
Yeah, I'll try it out tonight. You gotta use Spansh. Spansh. And it'll give you a kind of a route. So, for instance, let's say I am at. I'll show you in a second after I get it set up. But you gotta be able to. That's another thing. Here, you see they got smokestacks in here. Seriously, they got smokestacks in this place. Look at this. Okay, that's one. There's these guys over here. Why do they have smokestacks inside this? Smokestacks. Smokestack. Inside. How about outside? Just there's no atmosphere outside. Here there's atmosphere. Right, look at all that. There's another smokestack over there. Right? Why would they have smokestacks inside? There. What did you say? There's even player colonies it won't let you route to, which is weird. You gotta do a Spansh. Why is it not working? Spansh not working. Okay. Okay, so route planner, fleet carrier, right? Fleet carrier. Let's see. Let's load up first. Steel. I should got the thing already. Let me bring it over here. Next run I'll put more cargo. Come on. Man, it's a massive ship. Okay. Optionals, so it's a 5. So I already got a pre-engineered 5. I got 2. So I can't put any more in this. That's why they did 5s. Bastards. They couldn't do a 6? Oh man. They couldn't do a 6. So I can't put any extra in this. They can go in the T11. Okay, great. Where's that location? Let's see. I'm going to plot it in Spansh, see if it gives us a route. Source system. Pipe stem. Sector. Where am I? SUO. B61. Okay, so we're gonna go to, you said doesn't let you plot, right? So let's see. Orion Nebula. Orion Nebula. Okay. That's way down there. Ooh, look at that. It's beautiful. What are that? Black holes or what? They look like black holes. They're black, no? Ooh, nice. Okay, so let's see if we can plot to this one. Let's plot to Mitchell. Mitchell. Okay, pipe stem where I'm at to Mitchell. Calculate. Yeah, dude, you're wrong. It lets you go there. It's 1,800 light years. Let me show you. Okay. Route. Okay. It won't let me plot. Where's this? Yeah, here it is. Okay. There we go. So, Nakopani, 499, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. 4 jumps. And that's dead center of the nebula. So that would be in Mitchell, which would be right in the middle of the nebula. Okay. There is a settlement, PMD 20948. PMD 20948. Okay. Now let's just take that out. Yeah, it still lets you plot it. So it's 1, 2, from where I'm at, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. And that's to the station that's inside the nebula itself. If you're trying to plot with your ship, that means it's probably because you're not. It can't. Maybe it's because it doesn't register fuel stars or whatever. But there's plenty of colonization going on right around here. Excuse me. There's plenty of colonization. Right here, right above it. They've already daisy chained to it. Ooh, Horsehead Nebula. That's where I want to go. Oh, that's closed off. Look at all those closed areas. Check it out. Check it out, guys. Look at all that. That's all closed off. You can't colonize here. All this is closed off. Ooh, they're planning something here. Or maybe I'm just being stupid. That's a lot of closed off in this area. Right around Barnard's Loop. Very nice. Okay, enough of that. Yeah, Game Warlord. Basically, no, wait, what am I doing? Basically, Daniel said that you can't plot a course to Orion, but I went to Spansh and it looks like you can. But I think it's basically a ship. When you're doing really far distances, Daniel, beyond 1,000 light years, beyond 500 light years, it really can't plot until you get closer to that system. So it's best to plot something closer and then just use Spansh. That's the best thing to do. Use Spansh. I just showed you Spansh. Spansh.co.uk. That's the best one to kind of help you get there.
Detach confirmed. You are clear to leave.
Yeah, Distant World said that they're gonna try to daisy chain to Orion Nebula in March. So, but then we looked at it and there are already people there. They're close. They're gonna hit that area very soon. If they haven't tried already. So that's what's going on. So we're looking, but there are plenty of nebulas all over the place. That's just one.
You are clear of the station. Flight control signing off.
I was really hoping they do something with like hybrid Thargoid humans, you know? Salmon raids, Salmon massacre missions. I bring back, you know, like their eyes or something. Trade that for merits. I don't know. I don't know why. And they have the technology. They were able to do that. I thought they were really backdated, but the Cobra game engine is just like Unreal Engine. It's modular, it's running on C++. Great. Fucking A, man. Okay, I should be back. Hopefully you guys have me. Windows 11, sorry man. Everybody dropped. Okay. Okay. So I keep having issues with this computer because of Windows 11 and it went black again. It just completely froze. And I thought we took care of the issue. So I really apologize about that. But I don't know if I can roll back to Windows 10 And Windows 10 doesn't have any more support. Great. Gotta text my people. Just don't want to spend 10 years trying to fix this goddamn thing. Okay. So that was the last March, right? But that means that they didn't get there. Because there's no colonization in Orion. It doesn't look like you can't colonize. Doesn't look like you can colonize. So top chats. All live chats. Okay. Keep having issues with the Windows. Okay. My computer guy. Okay. Yeah, so that's the situation. If you got Windows 10, don't upgrade to Windows 11. Not yet. There's some issue with the BIOS and the drivers. They stop talking to each other, stop functioning, so the computer just freezes. Completely goes down, goes blue screen, black screen. So it's at least once a day that I get this problem. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know. I like Linux. I work with Linux. My server's on Linux servers. Okay. Okay. So they went there in March, but there's nothing in, yeah, I know, dude. Yeah, I know. I really like Linux. And it pisses, I think because I had too many things going on. I think so. So that system's PMD 20948.
Sorghum Peterson, Delta, Romeo Alpha. We look forward to receiving your dispatch, Commander. Please follow docking
Well, I think I'm gonna try to go out there. Actually, I'm curious to see if you can. Like Daniel says, you can't go out there, but I think you can. I want to try.
clear for automated approach, Commander.
But it doesn't look like they actually got to Orion. Like they came close, but they didn't get there yet. Get free 1 year of extended security updates. Yeah, I should roll back to Windows 10. I made a mistake. And after I upgraded to Windows 11, then I saw one of these tech guys on YouTube. He was talking about the system crash with the drivers, like completely freezing up on you. And it's like at least once a day it freezes up on me. I only play like a few hours. Windows 10 works flawlessly. The main computer that I'm playing on is Windows 10. The one I'm streaming on is Windows 11. The Windows 11 one's crashing all the time. Alright. No biggie. It's just disappointing that $1 billion company can make errors after this long. They've had the operating system how long? And they're still making errors. Still making errors. Constant errors. Like, Jesus, man. You figure after how many decades they've had Windows. Best one was Windows 7. That's like the best operating system ever.
Ship restraints withdrawn. You are clear to leave.
Actually, I love Windows 95. That was great too. Yeah. Okay. So basically, I can't put the new 5. That's why they did 5, because they already gave you 2 5s. So they know that the hauler, the Panther Clipper, doesn't have an extra 5. But they have an extra 6. They didn't want to do 6. My. You believe that? These guys? Does a T11, how many 5s does a T11 have? Is it 3 or 2? Does anybody know? I can't tell right now. We haven't even made a dent in this orbital construction. We have just like a massive T3. I'll be doing this for a month. Oh god, I can finish a Coriolis in like 2-3 days. It'll take me a month to do this one. Oh my. Okay. What am I doing? Jeez, I keep thinking I'm on my little hauler. So don't forget to buy your Panther Clippers. Now they're available. They'll be available in the shipyards for purchase. That is very, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. So we did a little bit. 5%. 5%, man. 5%. Okay. Let me go and get some tritium, and I think I'm gonna head to Orion to see if you can actually go into Orion. Or is it locked, as Daniel says? I'm very curious. I've never been out to the Orion or Bernard's Loop or Witch Head, nothing. Just didn't bother. What is that? It's like 3 ships together. What is that? Is that security or is that like pirates? Great Phantom. When I tried it was a few months ago. Definitely give it a try now. Yeah. It's 4 jumps. That's about 2 hours maybe. 20, 80 minutes. 80 minutes. 120. An hour 20 minutes to jump out there. Anyway, it doesn't look like they made it though. I don't think you can daisy chain all the way out there. It doesn't look like there's distance like the 15 light year cap. You need to kind of go around, I think. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. Because they can't actually go directly to Orion. Doesn't look like there's space. I mean, systems that's close enough. So they can daisy chain to Orion. Anyway. We shall see. I think tomorrow night I'm doing power play missions. I'm gonna try to do there's really nothing on the list that I can actually do. There is one that says that upload espionage software. What is it called? What does it say? Malware. That's right. An undermining system, but I don't even know if that works. Salvage cargo, an undermining system. But I want to go and do power play conflict zones. Test out my new tank. So that's probably what I'll do tomorrow. I'm not sure. Either that or I'll do bounty hunting. Well, at least I'll try. I would like to do some Salmon bounty hunting. Some activation missions, and then I'll find some scavengers and etc, etc. Alright. I think that's gonna be for me. I will be back on tomorrow. I know this wasn't pretty exciting, but I love having you guys around. You make colonization better by being around. Thank you for being here, and I apologize for the disconnect, but there's nothing I really can do. I'm gonna try to solve the issue maybe over the weekend. See if I can roll back to Windows 10. Peace out, guys.